So I'm gonna go ahead and get us started today. We value the time that you're taking to join us today, so we wanna make sure we respect your time. My name is Marima Smith. I am the Assistant Dean for Student Life at Brooklyn College, and I'll be serving as your moderator for today's session, check-in and check-up. So to get us started, I wanted to share what our program today looks like. So as you can see, we have a number of different areas that will be represented on this call today. And you'll get a chance to hear a little information about each of these areas during the presentation. At the end, we're actually going to have a little pop quiz, so make sure that you're paying attention to the information. We do have prizes for the winners, and then we're going to end today's session with a Q&A. So again, if you at any point have questions that come up, please make sure to write those questions into the Q&A box. And that way it'll be easy for us to follow up on those questions at the end of the session. So I wanted to start off today's session with a quick video that will give you a sense of what I do here at Brooklyn College. So I hope you enjoy.
When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Policeman! When there's something strange and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Policeman! Do you have a problem that's out of this world? Don't wait, don't hesitate. You could just call Dean Smith.
Thank you for that, Chris. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Essentially, you know, one of my tasks at Brooklyn College is to make sure that you all have someone there to help you when you need it. So moving right along into our welcome and greetings section. As I said before, I'm Marima Smith, the Assistant Dean for Student Life, and I'm also an alum of Brooklyn College. I did my undergrad here in computer science. So as I said, I'll be your moderator today and help guide us through today's presentation. And I'm going to start by having our Vice President for Student Affairs, Ron Jackson, say a few words. Ron. Ron, you're up.
Oh, I'm on the screen?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brooklyn College. I'm sure this is not how you envision starting your time here at the college. You're about 3 weeks in. Hopefully it's going well for you. If you participated in the new student convocation or if you looked at the online orientation, one of the things that I always talked about was the 3-week check-in. So that's what this really is. We're about 3 weeks in the semester. By now you should have gone, had some classes, whether virtually, you'd had some assignments or something. So this is really just an opportunity to kind of do that mental check to see how you're doing. And we put this together to kind of assist you with that. So really it's an opportunity for you to hear about all the various resources that we have on campus. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. It's better for us to know what you're going through now as opposed to later on in the semester. We know that it's very challenging and trying for students right now, so we're trying to take that extra special miles to make sure that we assist you as much as we can. So you're going to hear from a lot of people, take down their information. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Also, what's important is kind of like make sure you do a little mental check-in with yourself as well. So this is not just about academics, it's also about your personal well-being as well. So I hope you take full advantage of this, and I hope to see you on campus one day soon. Be well.
Thank you, Ron, very much. So we're going to move right along into the presentations. As I said, you're going to get to hear from a number of different people. So first up, we have Peter Pampalone from CAASS and First College Year. Welcome, Peter.
Oh, thank you, Marima. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Pampalone. I'm one of the senior academic advisors for the Center for Academic Advisement Student Success. We're known as CAASS because it's a really long name. So I just want to briefly go over, I know you guys spoke to us, unfortunately, over the phone and not in person. But we want to just go over some important things that you should be thinking about. I know it's only the third week of the semester, but we're already looking into what's going to be happening for the spring. So I just want to give you a quick overview of all the many things you can keep in mind and the things that we can do to make your time at Brooklyn College more rewarding and more enjoyable. Okay, so we can go to the next slide. All right, so, I'm going to also represent First College Year, and essentially what we strive to do with you guys as first year students is we want to bridge that gap between high school and college and make that transition to college by integrating you into our campus community to make you engaged learners and to take part, an active part of not only your education, but the campus life in general. And we do advisement, training. There's the workshops. Hopefully you are all doing your Blackboard assignments, which I will come back to in a moment. And if we cannot answer the question right then and there, we will refer you and put you into contact with the best support services and programs. Amazingly, advisement for the spring 2021 semester is beginning really, really soon. So keep an eye out and schedule your appointment with one of us, either myself or one of the other advisors in academic advisement, so that we can have you set up with recommendations on what classes you should be looking at for the spring semester, and do it before your enrollment date. Enrollment will be in November. However, this is the perfect time now to, sit with an advisor, again, on the phone for the time being and go over, prospective majors, courses that you really should be focusing on to move forward, and just getting yourself settled. This way you're not scrambling and you can have one less thing that you have to worry about with all the other things that currently we are worrying about. If you have any AP or College Now credits, please make sure that you have them submitted to transfer evaluation so that you can get those credits, and any possible exemptions to help, expedite your completion of your degree. And again, you have the obligations on Blackboard, the First College Year webinars, and the little interactive assignments. So please make sure you have them complete, because you have to have them complete before your enrollment date. Otherwise, First College Year will hamper when you can enroll. Okay. This is our Center for Academic Advisement. That is the direct link, and that is also the email, the office email for general questions. When you spoke to an advisor to make your first year schedule, you were sent an e-note. So you do also have the contact information for the advisor you last spoke to. So you can send a question into the general inbox, or you can just reach out to the advisor that you had spoken to. whichever. It's all us. It's just we want to give you as many opportunities to reach us as possible. So an overview of our office. What we do is we are here to help you. We are not here to look over you. We are not here to wave our finger at you on what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. Instead, we're here to help guide you through this whole process. We want you to make informed choices. We want you to prevent making mistakes when at all possible. And if something does happen, we want to try and figure out what the best way to resolve that issue would be. And by speaking to you, yes, you all have goals and they're all different and they're all wonderful. And we want you to be able to translate those goals into an academic plan so that you can achieve them. And of course, we want you to graduate. We go over what we do specifically, and it's really a partnership with all the many academic departments for the majors. We go over your pathways. We'll go over all your general education requirements, all the academic policies at Brooklyn College and the procedures, you know, academic standing, registration, petitions, if need be. We will help you learn to read your DegreeWorks, go through your CUNY first, and to navigate Web Central. And we'll also keep you up to date on important deadlines. It's important to meet with a CAASS advisor early and often. There's really no limit. If you have a question, reach out to us. You know, you don't want to not ask a question and then we have to backtrack to resolve a potential issue. We're here. We're here to advocate for you. We're here to do whatever we can to help you succeed. So this goes hand in hand. We do troubleshooting, we resolve issues, and we help guide you through petition processes with cases with extenuating circumstances. Look, life happens. We get sick. We have family emergencies. Any number of things that can happen outside of campus. You know, life happens, but it shouldn't always be a roadblock academically. So sometimes we can help guide you through that. So while you're dealing with whatever it is that you may be dealing with at home in your personal life, at least we can try and keep you on track and give you that stability academically. Again, we'll do academic planning. It might be a one-year plan if you're a freshman because you're not 100% sure yet what the major is and you're just kind of dabbling in it and getting your feet wet. The two-year plan, we can do a what-if advisement where you can, you know, sit with us and go, what if I was a psychology major, or what if I was a computer science major, like Dean Smith, or, you know, maybe I want to change my major. You know, I thought I wanted to do biology, but it's really not for me. I think I want to do political science. We can help, you know, discuss that with you and figure out what the best course of action would be. Also, if you're looking to do some kind of pre-professional, doctor, lawyer, nursing, veterinarian, you know, things like that, we can help guide you through that. And of course, we will connect you not only to just majors, but the Magna Center for Career Opportunities. We offer comprehensive advisement. We will always refer you to your major department for mentorship and in-depth advisement, but we can give you a basic idea of like introductory courses and what the majors are about. If you're having any issues, come to us. We will be your resource. We will be your advocates. And look, not sure where to go or who to ask, come to an advisor at CAASS and ask us. And we're very, very fortunate that we're not just an office, but all of the support services, we're a community and we work hand in hand together to get you guys the best possible help. Okay. I think that was it, right? Yes. So
Thanks,
please
Peter.
do not hesitate to contact us. And I look forward to speaking to you all on campus once all of this madness has come to an end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter. All right, so up next, we have Jeffrey Glass, who will be talking to you about DegreeWorks. Jeffrey, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So what is DegreeWorks? DegreeWorks is a web-based academic and advisement tool. It takes all your courses from the CUNY First system, your courses, your grades, your credits, repeats, non-repeated courses, allowances, substitutions, waivers, and it throws it into whatever your degree makeup is for your gen ed requirements, your plan, which is your majors and minors, and your subplan, which is your area of specialization or concentration for your major. We also have different functions within DegreeWorks, which is the what if scenario like Peter mentioned earlier, where you can choose to change your subplan within a particular major, add a major, or change a major, add a minor. We have a look ahead feature, which allows you, if you want to register for upcoming courses, you can see where will those courses slot into your DegreeWorks. We have a planner, a notes and GPA calculator as well. And those are all the different functions you can use with DegreeWorks. As we roll to the next slide, how do we log on to DegreeWorks? DegreeWorks is very easy, accessible, like CUNY First. When you go to cuny.edu and you hover over to the login screen, one of the options will be DegreeWorks. And when you click on DegreeWorks, you'll enter in the same username and password as your CUNY First credentials. And then you'll be forwarded to a landing page, which will allow you to choose the DegreeWorks application for Brooklyn. If Brooklyn doesn't appear there, you can contact us, which the information is on the next slide. You can email us at dgw@brooklyn.cuny.edu. And if you have any questions, they can be emailed there as well. And some FAQs are available on our webpage, which is the link as shown. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. All right, so moving right along, we have some information also today for you from Student Financial Services, and we're going to start with Rashawn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rashawn. I'm one of the Bursar coordinators. I just want to first say on behalf of the Office of the Bursar, we would like to congratulate you and welcome you on joining the Brooklyn College family. I would like to go over some helpful information for you that you will need to know regarding financing your education. You know, for students who are not eligible for financial aid or only eligible for partial aid, at this time we do offer a monthly tuition payment plan from Nelnet, which breaks down your balance down into several installments. Typically, the payment plan opens at 6 installments at the start of registration, but as each month passes, the installments do decrease. So at this current time, we do have a payment plan of 2 installments, which ends on October 22nd. I will provide a link on how to enroll in the payment plan shortly. Also, we do have other payment options. One-time payments can be made online using an electronic check or credit card or debit card payment. This can easily be done on your CUNY First Student Center just by selecting your student center, then pressing make a payment under the finances section. Please make sure as well just to remove the pop-up blocks just because it won't open the page to allow you to continue to move forward. There is no fee for the electronic check payments, but you just have to make sure that you put in your bank account number and a routing number. For the debit and credit card payments, there is a non-refundable 2.65% service fee for that payment. You can also mail in your payments as well through the mail to Brooklyn College. You can always just send a copy of your bill with a check or money order that is made payable to Brooklyn College. just please check our website for further details, which I'll provide that link as well shortly. Also, I just want to make sure, just for students who are eligible for third-party payments, such as vouchers from an employer or deferment from the military or any types of waivers, you may submit that via email to studentaccounts@brooklyn.cuny.edu, and I'll provide everything for you guys here shortly. With that being said, I just want to just let students just know that, you know, even though we're remote, we're here to help you guys in any way or form. Just please reach out to us if you have any questions. I will provide the link for our email, which is bcbursar@brooklyn.cuny.edu, as well as the phone number for our call center, the Student Financial Services call center, which is 718-951-5200. And we also have Bursar advisors that can speak with you one-on-one. I'll provide the link as well as how to make that appointment. And we also have the FSS Instagram page, which students can go on for any sort of information that we do provide through financial aid as well as Bursar. So I'll provide that for you all shortly. Thank you, guys.
I do see that this is generating some questions already, so I just want to give a reminder to everyone to post your questions using the question and answer module instead of the chat. That makes it easier for our panelists to be able to answer your questions. So again, if any questions that you have, please post them in the question and answer module that shows up on the bottom of the Zoom screen as opposed to the chat. And so we do also have Antonio with us today, who's going to give a little more information on this area. So Antonio, if you're ready, we will turn over to you.
Welcome, everyone. I'm sorry that I'm not on the camera. I'm having technical issues with my camera on my laptop, so sorry about that. But welcome to Brooklyn College. Yes, it is the third week, and I'm hoping as Director of Financial Aid that your tuition has been paid or partially paid by financial aid. So I'm hoping that is. And if not, we have a lot of resources that that are available. But what we do in our office is, the main thing I feel is that we provide resources and funds to students to hopefully pay tuition for free, basically to come to school for free within our federal grant Pell money or our state TAP assistance program. But if you can't be eligible for those two grants, we do provide loans for you. But also we do have assigned counselors or financial aid advisors to students. So if you have any questions in regards to missing documents or any questions in regards to financial aid, deadlines, things of that nature, you are assigned a financial aid counselor. You have access through your through your web portal. It's called Lookup Advisor. And also you can set up an appointment with your advisor as well. What else? Our website, it has a lot of information, but it does direct you to the right places. In particular, two things. One, CUNY First. CUNY First is very integral in our office because it actually indicates to the students if they're missing any documents to complete their financial aid. So that's very important for CUNY, for you to make sure to log into CUNY First on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, just to double check on your what we call to-do list. Also, obviously, to check on your balance as well. Also, if you have documents you need to submit, we have something called dynamic forms that we integrated this year, where you can actually submit your documents via online, and we'll review. And if the documents are not completed, we'll get back to you the same day, letting you know what needs to be completed. So those two are key for us: CUNY First and our dynamic forms application, because Those are basically the two applications that we technically communicate with students. The other third thing that's very important is that when we communicate with you all, it's through CUNY First and your BC email address. So I just really want you to understand that, because we always have we have these emails that we're always emailing students with different types of emails, but our CUNY First generates information and emails through the Brooklyn College email address. So with that, I'm also joined with Santa Perez. She's one of our financial aid advisors, and she will answer any questions at the end if you have any. Again, welcome and good luck.
Thank you, Antonio. Thank you so much. Okay, so next up, and I see there's a lot of great questions and they're also being answered, so make sure to check out the answers as well. Next up, we have Will from the Learning Center.
Hello.
Hi, Will. Go ahead.
Hey. All right. Sharing screen to there. All right. So as some of you may have already done this in the spring semester, but taking classes online isn't the easiest thing to do, especially if you're not already accustomed to it. But Learning Center is here for you. We have tutors who are available to help both with subjects, specific subjects, and with writing in general. Our services are open generally Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., closing early on Fridays at 3 p.m. Currently, we do not offer weekend tutoring, but that is something that we might be able to expand to in the future if we have the money and the tutors for it. Typically in the past, those hours have been 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., so generally afternoon on Saturday and Sundays. The Learning Center website is lc.brooklyn.cuny.edu. You can also navigate to it just by going to the main Brooklyn College website and clicking on the where Learning Center is. This is free peer tutoring, meaning that it's absolutely no charge to you. You never have to worry about anything like that. And these are tutors who are students themselves or who are former students. In fact, a number of our tutors are graduates and also people who are currently actually teaching either as adjuncts or otherwise. But more importantly, because they've taken the courses themselves, they've taken the courses at Brooklyn College, they can offer a perspective different from that of a professor. They don't just help you understand the material, they can also give you guidance on studying techniques, time management, how best to communicate with your professors, and all the other little things that you need to master as a student. They've been where you are now and were able to successfully navigate the course material and then some. These tutors have all gotten A's in the courses that they're tutoring. And they've also come with glowing recommendations from fellow students and also from their professors. They are a resource for you to use. Learn from their experiences and give yourself a leg up and be better prepared to face whatever challenges you face in trying to navigate the class. There are two major categories of tutoring, as I mentioned earlier. There's writing tutoring and subject tutoring. For writing tutoring, we can help you at any stage in the writing process, beginning, middle, and end. Even if you have absolutely nothing written, the tutor can help you walk through the prompt and clarify what the professor really wants to see in your paper. I know that as a student, it can be sometimes confusing what exactly your professor is asking for when they've written up an explanation of the assignment. Tutors have gone through that same exact process time and time again with all of their courses. They are they're very familiar with the sorts of language that professors use, and they know when a professor says such and such, they really mean this, and they can now communicate that to you. Keep in mind, however, that they are not simple editors. They're not human spell checks. They are here to help you with your grammar and to help you fix a number of your mistakes, and hopefully most of your mistakes. However, their main goal is to make sure that you improve your writing overall, not just for the assignment in front of you, but also going forward. So that their goal here is to teach you how to work on your grammar, to do it on your own, and to hopefully see fewer mistakes, fewer errors in your writing going forward. Now, when you go to the Learning Center website, you'll see this notice on the screen in front of you. You don't have to read it all now, but the idea here is basically that there is a specific process you want to go through for writing tutoring and for subject tutoring. Writing tutoring is designed to be one-on-one. These are 1-hour sessions just between you and the tutor. What you do is you go to the website here, you click on the writing instructions there, the PDF link that's in the middle of your screen around here. Those instructions will tell you which email to send a message to. It'll tell you all the information we need from you, like your full name, your Handle ID, attachment of the prompt the professor gave you, a version of your paper that you're going to be working on, etc. And then once you email us, you'll request the day and time for your appointment. We'll work that out with you, whether you want to do a Monday appointment at 1 p.m. or a Thursday appointment at 5 p.m. Any day and time that we're most of the hours that we're open, we have writing tutors available. As for subject tutoring, how that works is much more freeform. We have a schedule available for you. This is what it looks like. This is just page 1 of the schedule, as you can see. We only get to chemistry here. It's organized alphabetically. There are typically many more pages available. The tutors, you can look up these subjects by name here. Then you can look at the days and times. So for example, you can see that anatomy and physiology is offered Tuesdays at 1, Wednesdays at 11, and Fridays at 10 and 11. Each individual hour lists which tutor is available. They also give you the details for entering the meetings, the ID, the password, and also they have the links available to join. So if you don't want to bother inputting all that stuff manually, you can just click the link. It'll take you straight to the meeting. The idea is that you can join these meetings at any time that they're available. So if there's tutoring from 1 to 2, you can start there. You can join the meeting right at 1, or you can join the meeting, somewhere in between. The idea is that the tutor is trained to help multiple students at a time in a group setting. So while you won't be able to monopolize a tutor's time, unless you're the only one there, generally speaking, the tutor will try to be as fair as possible to everyone there. They will get to your questions in time, and they'll try to treat every student equally and help you with as many of your questions as they can before the hour is over. Although if you take a look at the schedule, you can also notice that typically a lot of these tutors have hours that are back-to-back. So sometimes it'll be 1 hour at a time, sometimes it'll be 2 hours back-to-back, say from 10 to 12 or 3 to 5, that sort of thing. And that's pretty much it. If there's any questions that you have, I'll happy to answer them in the chat, but also during the question and answer session. And stop share.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Will.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next up, we have Professor Matthew Herrick from the library. Matthew.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Moraima. Thanks, everyone. If you move to the next slide, you'll see some highlights that I've selected for this fall. This fall is all remote, but just a couple of days ago, we got some good news. And that good news is that the library book request and pickup by appointment service is now available for our circulating collection, which means almost all of our 1.8 million print books that were heretofore unavailable because the library and campus were closed are now available. And so the link is on the library's website. And what you do is you click the link, you provide as much information about the book or books that you're requesting, and you'll be notified via email within a week of your request. It'll be provided with an appointment, date and time when your books will be ready for pickup on campus. If you want help or need help looking for a book or books in our collection, you can always reach out to me or any of the other librarians. We have, like I said, about 1.8 million print books. We also have, as you can see, 400,000 ebooks and subscriptions to over 40,000 electronic journals. All of those are available remotely by logging into the library's website. And to find the library's website, all you need to do is Google Brooklyn College Library. That's one of the few times that a librarian might tell you to Google something. And the Google search for Brooklyn College Library will probably return our webpage as the first result. And the login is on the main screen, and it gives you instructions about what you need to know to log in. You need to know your MPLID. You must have your MPLID to log into the library's website to access all of the electronic resources. We have a robust collection of streaming video, and as students, you have access to all of our video subscriptions, everything from documentaries to Criterion Classics, and that is also available on the library's website. There are subject specialists, dedicated librarians who are experts in research in particular fields. For example, I'm the education librarian. So if you're taking education classes or you declare your major in one of the three programs, the three departments in the School of Ed that are available to undergrads, then I'm your librarian and you can reach out to me with any education related questions. You can also ask any librarian 24/7 a question, a reference, or a research question. We have a chat service that is available for free, also on the library's website. Sometimes you might talk with a Brooklyn College librarian, sometimes you might talk with a CUNY librarian, and depending on the day and time, it might be a librarian in Texas or Hawaii. But they're all real live librarians who can see what you have access to at Brooklyn College, and they can either answer your question completely or get to a stage where you're comfortable, and then we will follow up with you. And also just a reminder, it's not about Brooklyn College Library, but don't forget to check out the 3 public libraries in the metro area, Brooklyn, New York, and Queens. They're making it really easy to get e-cards so that you can access resources from off campus. And a couple of them, I think New York and Brooklyn, have a grab and go service like the one that we're rolling out, where you can request books and pick them up in their lobbies. And finally, you will be getting a bulletin, a new first college year bulletin or a new transfer student bulletin, and that has a lot more information about the library's services and resources. Again, including how to work remotely and how to contact your subject specialist librarian so that you can get a sense of who they are and what they're experts in. And then there's a lot of information about the library as place. So when we do open, you'll know everything you need to know about where to find group study rooms, where the music library is, and what special collections is, for example. Welcome to Brooklyn College. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Okay, so next up we have Danaja Davis, and she's gonna share a little about the food pantry at Brooklyn College.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Danaja Davis, and I'm the Assistant Director to Student Activities. So the Brooklyn College Food Pantry opened in November of 2015, and we serve healthy options to students so that you can focus on your academics. So during COVID, students are allowed 1 appointment a month, and we will provide you with a month's worth of food. We also have a BC Bucks or Farm Share program. This gives you the opportunity to get fresh vegetables and fruit. What we'll do is we'll call you after you make your appointment to place an order, and then the day of your appointment, you'll come and the food will be packaged for you. So the program is open to all students who are currently enrolled. You will need to have your Brooklyn College ID with you. And if you have any other questions or concerns, or if you want to make an appointment with us, you can email us.
Thank you so much, Danaja. All right, so next up we have Daniel Frazier, who will give you a little information about student support and case management.
Hi everyone, so my name is Daniel. We just want to go to the next slide. I think there's some bulletins on there. Yeah, so I'm a social worker and I provide a lot of general social services to students on campus. So that's either through health insurance, housing issues, food insecurity, really in many ways just a general outlook for social services. So also if you need assistance like applying for Medicaid or SNAP benefits, or if you have an HRA case, I would be the person to help you with that. I also work closely with our student for our student emergency grant. So that's something that I'm not sure if we'll be talking about today, but that's provided for students with emergencies on campus. So in many ways, if you have an issue that might make it so that you're not able to stay on campus because of your life is really difficult, I might be the person who would be able to help you with that. It's best to make appointments with me by email, and my email's on the slide. I'll also put into the chat box. And I'm really fast at getting back to students, and I work with everyone individually on really what's going on with them. So whether it's food or housing, safety issues, that's the kind of stuff that I help provide for you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so next up, we have some information about our health clinic from Eileen Tannenbaum.
Hi, I'm Eileen. If you don't mind going to the next, that's perfect. Thank you. So the BC Health Clinic provides free confidential care for Brooklyn College students, and we can address many concerns by telehealth to evaluate and treat a wide range of medical conditions, some of which are listed right here on the site. But as patient histories and symptoms only tell part of the story, we're looking forward to soon being able to offer students care in person, which will allow us to better evaluate and manage certain conditions, provide vaccinations, perform physical examinations, and so on. As I said, we hope this will be available soon, so stay tuned for updates. You'll be among the first to hear if you follow us on Twitter, and you can see our handle or whatever they call that. Whether care is remote or face-to-face, there is no billing of individuals or their insurance to consult with our practitioners. If lab tests are indicated, the company can bill the student's insurance, or they'll reduce their fees for those who don't have any. And the BC Health Clinic may additionally pay for your gonorrhea and chlamydia screening when appropriate. We can prescribe medication to the pharmacy of your choice, and we've made arrangements with some pharmacies to substantially reduce costs for underinsured or uninsured patients. We typically keep medication in stock to offer treatment at no cost, or at most, we may charge our own costs. So one small example is pharmacies may charge upwards from $50 for emergency contraception, which for the pills, emergency contraceptive pills, they're typically called Plan B, but we ask only for a reimbursement of $10 for that product. And I am tempted to go on and on, but to be brief, I just want to invite you to reach out for a consultation on any health or medical issue. We'll let you know if we don't know something. We'll help you find the information you seek. We'll refer you when appropriate. To make an appointment, send us an email at bchealthclinic@gmail.com or call us at 718-951-5580. Clinical care is typically available Monday through Thursday, usually 10 to 6 or 7 p.m. And we additionally are offering a series of workshops on a number of health issues that we hope will be of interest to you. You're going to shortly be hearing about personal counseling services. And before I turn it over to them, well, to Marge in particular, I just want to quickly mention that we have a psychiatric nurse practitioner at our clinic, and she works closely with providers there when a student consents to collaborative coordinated care. So I think I'll leave it there for now and turn it over to Marge.
Thanks, Eileen. As you said, Marge Frosch is up next to tell us about the services of the Personal Counseling Office.
Hey everybody, welcome to Brooklyn College. It's a pleasure to be here to talk to you in this strange new world that we're living in. One of the things I want to tell you is that the personal counseling program is up and running. We are open. We are providing all of our services right now virtually. And we seem to have been pretty successful at this point. So our services are free and confidential. And if, we're 3 weeks into the semester, If it's your first year, you know, maybe you're struggling with the transition from high school to college, things are more difficult, you're finding your anxiety is up. Maybe you're struggling with issues having to do with the pandemic. Maybe you've had mental health issues ongoing and you need a little bit more help. We are open to help anybody with any issue that they might be having. And a lot of times I say to people, you don't need to be quote unquote crazy to use personal counseling. If you're having any kinds of issues that you need support with, we are here for you. So as I said, our services are free and confidential. No one will know that you have come to speak to anyone here. We are open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 7 and Fridays from 9 to 4:30. Our email is up here. I'll also put it in the chat. And if you are interested in getting services from personal counseling, since you can no longer just drop in on our offices, which is so unfortunate, you can approach us and ask for services either by emailing the email address that's on the screen, which I'll provide for you in the chat, or maybe Marima will. And you can also call our number. Our phones are currently being answered by a live real person during our business hours. So if you call us and you want to make an appointment, or if you feel like you need to speak with someone, that will be arranged for you at that time. The first step at this point, when you contact personal counseling and ask to speak with someone, is that you will be referred to have an initial screening meeting with one of the supervisors. I didn't introduce myself. I am a licensed clinical psychologist and a supervisor. And the first step would be for you to speak with either through Zoom video, through phone, and in some instances, if you need to, we can chat with you as well. That initial screening meeting is for us to get an idea of what you're struggling with, what you might need help with, and to give us a sense of what your case is. And then we will refer you to another one of our counselors for a further screening and to determine what the next steps are. I do want to tell you up front that as much as we wish we could, we do not have the staffing to provide individual one-on-one counseling to every student. But we do offer a variety of group counseling experiences, which are very useful, and research backs up that they are very helpful for college students. We also help students who have insurance and or can afford to be seen in the community. We do provide referrals. And in some cases, we do offer ongoing individual treatment in the counseling center. So we have a template, but we do honestly evaluate each case individually on its merits and try to provide you with the services that best meet your needs and are in line with what our resources are. So if you have questions, if you're struggling, if you just want to check something out, please feel free to contact us. We're waiting for you. We're here and ready to help with whatever's going on. The world is a very tough place to live in right now, and things that used to feel more manageable under quote unquote normal circumstances are feeling a little bit harder for all of us right now. So if you're in that situation and you need some help or need some advice, please get in touch with us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Marge. Okay, so up next, we have Misa from the Brooklyn College Peer Mentoring Program to talk to you a little bit about what they provide.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Maisa. I am a student here at Brooklyn College. I'm also a peer mentor for the peer mentoring program. So what we do is we basically have volunteer mentors that are upperclassmen, and they help you settle into college. We want your transition from high school to college or from another college to this college to be as smooth as possible. And that is really what we're here for. You can see our email here, peermentoring@brooklyn.cuny.edu. I will add this to the chat, but this is your way to reach out to us if you ever have questions. You can always email us. Okay, you want to move on? Thank you so much. So to give you just a super quick taste of what we as peer mentors would do for you, I have 3 tips for success here. So for one, I would definitely recommend every student right now use their syllabi to create an online calendar with all of your classes, assignments, and especially all the links you will be using this semester. Many students have found it kind of confusing. You know, one professor uses Zoom, the other one uses Discord, like where do I go? So have a document ready where you always have your link set up and your due date so you can not get confused. Also, create a routine for yourself, whatever that looks for you right now. It's been said a lot, this is very unusual times. And so if you can kind of find some sort of like daily routine, I think that would make it easier to settle into classes. So you can use a calendar online or on paper and just like plan out every day. So every Monday, 12 to 2, I'm gonna do my readings. And I think the third one is the most important one. It's been said a lot now. Please do not feel afraid to reach out for questions. Basically, everyone who's here today is here to help you. I've interacted with many of these offices during my time here at Brooklyn College, and I always had a great experience. And if you don't know where to go, you could come to us and we will definitely help you figure out where to go. If you heard any of this and you're thinking, my God, where is my peer mentor? And you really, really want one, then email us. We have people available. We really want to help you, and you will be assigned to someone who will kind of just be there for you throughout the semester. And we also have an event every Thursday where we just kind of talk about college. So it's from 12:30 to 1:20 every Thursday. And we come together and we hang out. It's just like a community building college learning experience. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, again, please reach out to us. We really, really want to help you. And yeah, as a student, I understand what you're going through, and I would love to just be able to help. So that's it. Thank you so much, and welcome to Brooklyn College.
Thank you so much. All right, so you've heard a lot of information so far. So we wanted to, throw in here a little pop quiz, get you guys engaged a little more with us, and also have an opportunity to win a prize, which we will send out to you. So if you have your web browser or your phone available, and go to ahaslides.com, ahaslides.com. When you get to that site, you're going to enter the code BC check-in at the top of the screen, and then make sure you use your full name when you sign up so that we can then follow up with you if you win a prize. So we're going to be switching over to the pop quiz. And while we're doing that, just so that everyone is aware, because we have had a few people ask if this will be available later on. And yes, thank you for those who suggested that we post this online, and also we will email out the PowerPoint as well as the link to the recording to all the participants. So as we said before, go ahead and sign in to the quiz, ahaslides.com, use BC check-in to join this particular quiz. We'll give a couple more minutes just to give everyone a chance to join in the fun. And as I said, it's a very short quiz. All the questions are from today's presentation, so should be relatively easy for you all. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Okay, so we have a few people on. I think, I don't see anyone else join. Oh, there's another one. So we got 10 so far. Let's see if we're gonna get a couple more. If Buster the Bulldog, our college mascot, was here right now, he'd be, encouraging you all. All right, I think we can go ahead and get started. We have 10 players who have joined us. That's a good amount of people for this quiz. So let's go ahead and start the quiz. So your first question, how do you log in to DegreeWorks? Select your answer. All right, so, okay, very good. 3 got it correct. It's the CUNY website. We did talk about these other things today as well, but DegreeWorks is through the CUNY website. So let's go on to the next question. Looks like Annabelle is in first place so far. The quicker you answer the question, the more points you'll get as well, just so that you all know. All right, so your next question is, DegreeWorks is a web-based academic advisement tool. Is this true or false? True or false? All right, good job. 9 got this correct, so that's excellent. I see Annabelle is still in the lead, followed by Adriana and Wenfeng. Very good. All right, let's go on to the next question. When does the FAFSA become available to complete? Is it January, December, November, or October? All right, so let's see the results of this question. Excellent job, everybody. That's excellent, yes. And I see that the leaderboard hasn't shifted. Annabelle still first, followed very closely, though, by Adriana. So let's go ahead on to the next question. Question 4, you should complete a FAFSA every year you are in school. Is this true or false? Go ahead and select your answer. Everyone's answered. Okay, it's quick. Excellent. Yes. I'm sure our financial aid folks are happy to know that everyone got that one right. All right, next question. Question 5 of 6 is, the library is not an available resource due to COVID-19. Is this true or false? Let's see, true or false. All right, everyone answered. Very good, guys. That's right, it is false because the library is available. Okay, we're very close, just a few points separating the first and second on the leaderboard. Okay, last question, which is a fill-in, but it does have a correct answer. So what is the name of the Brooklyn College mascot? I mentioned it at the beginning and I mentioned it while you guys were signing up for the quiz. So let's see if anyone remembers what the name of the Brooklyn College mascot is. Four people, Buster, excellent. Bulldog person, that's a good guess. Bulldog, another good guess. Billy, it started with a B, so that was close. So let's go to our leaderboard and see who our winners are. Excellent. Okay, so Adriana got first place. Congratulations. So I will definitely be in touch with our top, let me see, what do I have on my leaderboard? Top 6 students. The 7th person doesn't count because that's actually a staff member. So the first 6 on the leaderboard, and maybe we'll do a few more, we'll see. But we'll be in touch with you guys. Thank you so much for participating in that quiz. So the last thing on our agenda for today was just to have some time for Q&A. Many of you have already asked questions in the Q&A section, and the questions have already been answered. So just make sure that you take a look at the answered questions. If there are any other questions, now is the time. I see there's a question here, second semester student at Brooklyn College that has an apartment near the school. And their question is, will we have in-person classes next spring semester? Is VP Jackson still on the call for us? I think he can answer or tackle this question, I should say.
Let's see. Am I on? Yeah.
You're on.
So right now, no decisions have been made about the spring as of yet. So we're currently planning for both scenarios. We're planning for it to be remote as well as in person. Right now, we're just looking at hybrid courses, but I can safely say that it's looking like more than likely that we will still be remote come the spring semester.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions right now that while we're all on here, you have, remember all the resources, all the resource people who presented today are still here with us to answer any questions. So I'll give a few more minutes just to see if we get any other questions. As I said before, we did record today's session and we will make it available to you all who attended. And we will also look into having it available online, as some students already suggested. So I don't see any other questions coming in right now. So we were we were scheduled till 1:30 today. It's 1:34. I really want to thank everyone who presented today for the students. We appreciate your time and the information you've shared, and also really want to thank all the students who joined us for taking time from your schedules to be with us and to get some more information and just to check in. Remember, it's important, you are important to us, and we are here to help you. So please remember us in Student Affairs. Remember that the staff is here to help you, and don't be afraid, as our peer mentor said, don't be afraid to reach out for help. I do see, thank you. I see that a couple more questions came in, so let's see if we can get to those before we wrap up. So one question is about a language credit. I don't know if Peter is still with us and might want to tackle that question. And the one after that is about direct loans, and maybe Antonio or Santa can tackle that one. Peter, are you there with us?
Yeah, I am. I was starting to type the answer, but okay. So that's what happened. I was being blocked by the Q&A box. So, you know, I would first speak to the Office of Modern Languages. I know you spoke to Professor Rosario, but you said that you didn't get a definite answer yet. So are we waiting on an answer? I mean, I think the best thing would be to make an appointment with one of us so that we can look up to see what that credit is and figure out if it can be applicable. Oftentimes a language course will come in and then it's like listed as an elective, but when in fact it might fall under a pathways requirement. So I'm a little hesitant to give a definitive answer if I'm not looking at your DegreeWorks. So we have a ton of appointments available tomorrow and all next week. We're kind of, we're in a lull right now, but not really a lull, but a lull for us because usually we're just like insanely booked because we're between registration and deadlines. So I think the best thing to do would be to just make an appointment, have us look at it, and we can figure out the best way to rectify whatever the situation is with the course. Yeah.
Great. I see the students said they're going to make an appointment, so fantastic. All right, so there was another question here. But it looks like it was probably already answered as well. And these two that are here were answered live. So I think unless I see something else pop up real quick, I'll look over there for a couple of seconds. No open questions is what it says. So again, thank you all so very much. We will be in touch with you to share the PowerPoint and the recording for your reference. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the semester. Thank you, everybody.